So let's talk photos. What do you need to do to get prepared to make your photo shoot the best possible? First of all, you want to make sure that you and your photographer are on the same page. Nothing is worse than working with somebody that just kind of doesn't get you and get where you're coming from. Let me tell you, I did that once. It was a nightmare. Boy, did I live and learn. It's always great to have somebody that knows somewhat, about branding and the types of photos that you need for your website. That really will help you in the long run. If they're just going to shoot studio stuff, well, make sure that it's going to be interesting backgrounds and so forth in studio. It's best if you can work outside a little bit because photographers love natural lighting, but depending on where you are and what your platform is, that might not work for you. Indoors might be a better thing. So don't expect them to know everything about your business, and unless they're niche down into your particular business, know that you have to collaborate with them. Show them pictures, show them websites. Even if you are getting ready to launch a new website, I would check with your web designer to see what types of photographs they need. If they need more verticals, they need horizontals. They want you looking this way, doing that. Especially if you're going to do some lifestyle pictures, you want to have enough that you can have it in your, I didn't want to say lunchbox, but in your toolkit, that's the word, toolkit, so that you could use them for different aspects of your business. So that's always great to have a lot to be able to choose from. So with that being said, do your homework. And you don't want to leave everything to Photoshop to correct. Yeah, that gets very expensive, especially when your photographer does it. Now, some things, if you're, kind of crackerjack with tech stuff, can be done easily with some of the incredible apps that are online right now. But if it's more complicated and they have to do a lot of photoshopping, that's where it's going to rack up in price. And you might just want to not do that. Here are a few tips about your photos. Decide if you want to do a very stylized photo shoot. For instance, I've seen this, and I'm sure you have too, where it's a white room, a white background, you're dressed in white, for instance, and it's white on white on white. The thing is, that gets a little boring over time. It's very stylized and beautiful, but it might get a little boring with your marketing pictures if you create it all in just solid white. So you want to make sure that when you're dressing for your photos that you think about your branding colors. Now, your branding colors, I've talked about this in a webinar, shouldn't just be pretty colors that you like. You really have to give some thought to your branding colors. So think about your wardrobe and what you would like to wear, what's going to best represent you and your business. For instance, if you were a love coach, you shouldn't be wearing a suit and a prim blouse. That's not going to cut it. You wanted to wear something soft and flowy and in romantic colors if you're doing the love coach thing. So think about what your core business is. Do you do mostly outdoor, interior design, patios and that type of thing? Then you might want to think about, using that as a backdrop and then wearing clothes that would be more patio oriented. I'm not saying a swimsuit, but you know what I mean. So that would work better with that surrounding. So you want to prepare as much as you possibly can. Don't think the photographer is going to know everything about colors and styles and all that. That is going to be up to you. You need to pre-do all of that stuff so you can just make this easy peasy and run through this photo shoot, because time is money. They're only going to give you a certain amount of hours, usually, and a certain amount of outfit changes. So you want to have this nailed down. Another thing you want to worry about, or not worry about, but think about, again, is your background. What's going on? You want to keep it where it works with your business. So again, you need to collaborate so that the photographer will be able to either scout locations or know locations right off the bat and know where to take you if you're going to do some outside shots, which are always so much fun, is to get outside and do something in nature.